This video is for Aaron. This is her Patreon request. We're doing the song Ghost. The artist is星街すいせい. I don't think we've done VTubers on the channel, at least not many. So either way, I'm excited. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Gorgeous. Yeah, that's a really cool intro. And intros generally set the tone for a song. But, you know, if you've been on the channel for a bit, you know, we do so much music here where the intro, it gets crazy and wild and a lot of fusion happens and we go somewhere else. I'm curious to see if we stay within this kind of genre of rock we got. Right away in the beginning, the left hand on the piano. I love this. It's really nice. And then the synth type strings come in. And I really dig this kind of like crescendo, this evolution of the palm muted guitar with the delay effect on there, because it works so well on top of that like big long piano left hand low note sound. The clean tone guitar and the pick on the bass sounds so great. I really love the build in the beginning here. This is just really pretty. That's such a cool way to go into the lead guitar line right there. I didn't really catch it the first time. I was kind of acknowledged that crescendo happened. It's a super gradual crescendo, but then suddenly at the end, we really we really ramp up the how fast the volume goes up there. It's that distorted guitar line. We get like, it's tonal though. Like you don't lose the key. It just really pushes a lot of sound to just kind of pop into where that that part happens. Really nice. And obviously the groupings of 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 from percussion, that I mean we use that rhythm all the time in this kind of music. It fits this genre super well because it's very accessible and it's part of the equation. All right, let's get into the vocals here. Ooh, nice. Oh, yeah. Wow, okay, that verse, we're still in the genre, but we are going multiple places. So many things just happened. The drummer came in with 4 on the floor at the beginning of this verse, and then it changes pretty quickly. Let's go back and get at it again, but I do want to praise the bass player. Look, let's get into this. Here we go. So right away, boom, 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 boom. This is now our focus. Complete contrast from what we had at the beginning. So that's very cool. I just got to give a shout out to the bassists because the way they're playing is so supportive of the vocal line. There's some great harmonies in the vocal line too. And I have to mention the guitars too. I mean, basically the whole band is playing well together, but the point is there's such simple lines that are lyrical, that are having conversations with each other and not getting in the way. That is the important part. One more time. And then the feel change, we get a little more rock bass here in the drums. Okay, the reason I stopped to talk about it is because, I mean, a lot of you are musicians. You've been in bands. That's why you're here. You know, like this, sometimes it's not the case, right? You sit down, you talk about, okay, here's what we're going to play in this verse. Here's the chord structure. Here are our ideas. And then everyone kind of like wants to be the main character when they're playing these things. And you get, you know, it's just so cluttered. What you're hearing here is really competent musicians staying out of each other's way while still playing, you know, lyrically. And it has a nice conversation going on with each other while supporting the vocal line. No one's shredding, like no one's riffing on stuff here, but that doesn't matter. The important part is how well they're all jamming together. And, you know, like some of you might listen and be like, oh, there's not much going on there, but there is. I just want to appreciate how well this is being done. One more time, I'll let it go on the drums. switch. Oh, the bass is digging in right there. I love that. So on the switch, when the drummer leaves the 4 on the floor and we get the boom, whatever the pattern is, listen down to the kick drum, drummer's right foot, and the way the bassist is playing, because if those two are not lined up, you're going to have a lot of problems, especially in the studio. But let's just go back about to 45 here, just maybe a little bit more. Just listen to the bassist and bass drum. So good. And I have to say, the guitarist plays some great stuff too. But I'm naturally, I mean, as a bassist and a drummer, my ears are going to heavily go down to that low end and just appreciate what's going on. Because, I mean, for those of you that don't play bass or drums, there's kind of like a written rule where generally, I mean, it's not always, because you can play and, like, you know, speak and, you know, have your moments of like where your conversation's going outside, but you do have to have your right foot and your bass player have to be lined up a lot of the times. Otherwise, the role of those instruments get too syncopated and you won't have any groove. Like, it'll just be too many ideas. Like, it's like salt, pepper, paprika, oh, garlic, cool, let's keep going, put time in there. Like, it's just too much stuff that makes sense. But I don't know. It's not always that way, but generally, and you'll get side eye if you're a bassist and you can't line up with the drummer. You definitely will get some side eye. But let's keep going here. That was a cool rhythm. So remember before we had 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. Now we're just wailing on the snare drum. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there. So it's mixed down rather well. That would be loud as a motherfucker in real life when you're playing all that stuff though. Let's just go back a little bit. Let's catch the drummer there. A lot of stuff is happening. There's way more, even though I'm not stopping 20 times to talk about every little intricacy of what's going on in the guitarist versus the bassist. Like, they are there. You can do that on your own. But obviously this is primarily giving some love to the drums here. Oh, it's there. Okay, the highway is getting crowded. You know, it's not crowded. We're going fast now. We have similar relationships, except we're just driving a lot faster as we do it. The guitarist is, I would say, noodling, but it's not noodling, though. It's way more precision, just a lot of notes happening. In correspondence, what's going on? And the drums are feeding it, like force feeding it to you. So you really have accepted, you know, that's coming. So the guitarist is kind of giving that to you, too. I didn't really pay attention to the bass as that much. Let's see, we're at 139. Let's just go back to, like, I don't know, like 118 and see everything that's going on here. There's just a lot of fast stuff. All right, so on the second listen, the bassist is more, someone has to be rooted. The bassist is more in root foundation, meaning just playing the main root chord of as the progression kind of unfolds. And there was some like string patterns coming back and like echoing back there, but the guitarist is definitely on a hyper mode, outlining a lot of arpeggios, and the drummers are kind of going for it. So it's all there. Back a couple seconds and let's see what the next section has in store. That was, dude, that's the most gorgeous section that's come in so far. You hear how just crisp that Crosstick sounds so good in this headset. I feel like I'm standing a foot from the drum set, man. That is amazing. Wow. Okay, so variety. You know me. I love variety. So we have a similar progression. We come out of it, and then we come into something that's like the same structure, but completely the same. Sorry, not the same execution. That's why this is important. This is back about, I don't know, 20. Pull it away. And now for me in my mix, the lead player in the right side has a little delay effect, but we still have this cool palm mute stuff going on, but it's not nearly the same as that. But I'm still just distracted by the Crosstick stuff going on in the snare drum. That is amazing. Let's keep going. Okay. Hold on. They give us a halftime groove for 4 bars. I'm sorry. I know I stopped so much. I apologize, but it's cool though, man. You got to go back. We got to appreciate this. I like the halftime. A little different. Okay. Wow, that's energetic. There's some acoustic guitar going on there too. It sounds and fits really, really well if you listen down deep. Cool. What can I say? We have similar stuff from before. The dynamic is loud and louder. That's so. I mean, we had the halftime groove. I guess it was a little bit quieter there, but once we hit these choruses, they're definitely going for it. Back fives, keep going. Dude, the design underneath the guitar feature was really nice. The people were not, it's not just a guitar feature though. I mean, it is, but like everyone was playing underneath that. That's 320. Let's go back 305. Check out the guitar. But you heard the guitar already. Listen down to the drummer. They're digging in, and the bassist is digging in as well. I'm sorry, I need that again. I like the acoustic halftime, almost like a little 1990s set for a second. We got Crosstick flams going on. Come on, bro, that's pretty sick. That's 33. Let's go back 10. That's cool. That's cool. All right, so we don't need to stop, I think, every time to point out like a couple little differences because there's so many similarities. But obviously, the fade to black there, make you wait for it, you count and rest, boom, you come back in. That it's very impactful. Like you could get control the crowd with that kind of stuff. They're gonna know when to come back and sing with you. Amazing. Let's go back a couple seconds, let it play out. Oh yeah, man. Outstanding piece of music. I love that. That's cool. They had the music arrangers credits there in the background. I just want the little tag at the end. One more time. That's great. I didn't go back far enough. Sorry. I love that. That's very cool. I'm pleasantly surprised. So remember in the beginning when I said, okay, well, I'm curious what the tone's going to be like because we set the tone. Will they go somewhere else? I feel like we stayed within it for the most part, but the lyrics were so much fun. Well, I'm not reading lyrics. Sorry. The vocal line was so much fun and so energetic that the musicians underneath, the instrumentalists, were allowed to really stretch their legs and as an ensemble collectively be pretty exploratory and artistic with how they supported that. So it was very, because trust me, it could have been the same groove over and over. It could have been, the same chord progression. This is really fun to listen to. So again, that's just what I think. Who cares about that? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. My name is DrumRollTony, and I turned a 4-minute song into a 16-minute video. Sorry about that. Catch me when I'm live on Twitch. The link for all that stuff is down in the video description below. YouTube thinks you should watch this video next. Please and thank you. Click the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Take it easy. Bye-bye.